it's me, Carjèneé, and I'm back. Are y'all as excited as I am? As y'all know, I've been gone for almost a year, but welcome and welcome back to my channel. But as you guys saw from the title, I'm going to do an update in my life to explain the reason why I've been gone for almost a year. I know it's been a long time, guys, but we back and we better. Also, guys, another little disclaimer. This video may be a little lengthy, so I'm sorry in advance. But guys, in this video you guys will be seeing everything, knowing everything, basically getting, you know what, we're about to have story time. Are y'all as excited as I am? Oh my god, I feel like I'm so excited. I haven't picked up the camera. Oh my god, guys, I got a new camera. We big and we open, we out. We open, we out. Throughout this video, I am going to insert clips of my pageant process, so you guys can see, you know, what I had to go through for each segment practice, and so y'all get a little bit of what the pageant world can be like. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. So guys, I have my iPad here with basically everything that I'm going to be speaking about in this video, so I don't be rambling off. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So your main question may be, where have I been? What have I been doing? Why was there absence from YouTube? Why haven't I been posting on any social media platforms, etc, etc, etc? And guys, I have a great explanation. I was in a pageant. I was in the Miss Teen pageant here in Anguilla. It has been a long time goal and dream of mine to enter this pageant ever since I entered the Prince and Princess pageant in 2018 with my partner, and I was successful. And my second inspiration for that, I can say, would have been Reba, which would be one of my sisters. And fun fact, she crowned me in 2018 when my partner and I won. That was so cute. Okay, so now let's get into the stuff. Let's get into the real stuff about this pageant journey, this whole pageant process, and what I had to go through to basically enter the show, or be ready for the show, I should say. So let's start with my preparations for the show. So I started to prepare for this show 2 years or so in advance. Have y'all ever heard anybody prepare for a show 2 years in advance? That was me. I was very much dedicated. So I was basically like in boot camp. I had to gain back my flexibility because, for those of you that don't know, I'm a track and field athlete, and I basically lost my flexibility because I stopped dancing for a while. And I also had to gain back my dancing technique, along with having to speak properly every single day. So I couldn't speak properly when I wanted to. It was like a must. I didn't have a choice. I also had to walk properly and have proper posture, and I also had to review my table etiquette and practice. Just, you know, those are just some of the simple stuff that I had to do. And yeah, it wasn't that bad in the beginning. But let me dive into the specifics of each individual Let me dive into the specifics of each individual segment. So there were 4 segments. There was aspirational speech, talent, evening wear presentation, and question and answer. So let's start with aspirational speech. So when it came to practicing and learning my speech, I learned my speech within the span of 1 to 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And one challenge I had when it came to speech practices was my ability to pronounce certain words, because I had braces during this time, and basically I kind of had a slight lisp in a sense. So that was one challenge that I had in the beginning of my speech sessions. But lucky enough for me, I got my braces taken off a couple months before the show, which was giving me enough time to fix those little things in my speech, in any speech that I had to say, whether that's for like appearances and stuff like that. Look who braces off. Guys, don't mind my little lips, but braces off. Oh.
All the time, Carjèneé, like, keep going. Give me a batty. More batty. Always, sideways, front, back. Give me a batty. Variate it. Yada. What? Hey, see?
It is good.
No, she's a school teacher this.
I could do that on stage. I can set up
You can go down. Skinny Yes! Say it again.
Hi guys, my name is Michelle. I'm saying that just in case I make it in the vlog.
Just edit it out, because she ain't want to be seen in it.
No, but you can see me. You can just hear me.
For two dancers, I am musically taught them. What would I tell you to get that to her? She had that way before inside.
I put it there so she can take it like a run.
I'm still working on my master. What about the placement supposed to be for that swirl? But she getting closer. She the most sensible one that come up here. No, but listen, king size sheets. Why are you like flinging? There's no flinging.
Number no. Yes.
I'm going to let it go though. I'm telling you, she's going to post stuff.
She look at that tail.
What do you look up? I'm saying.
Up first, like that.
Yes. I don't know. Cut this.
Space, Carjèneé. Space.
where dreams take shape and realities reimagined. Recipient of Sportswoman of the Year and Crown Princess in 2018 added texture and tone to this collage. I am on a mission to be a creative thinker, an imaginative innovator. For like every great artist before me, I must walk my own path indefinitely. Finally, at 17, I see I'm a work of art, a masterpiece.
These shoes? The same shoes you got when this is.
Let's get into talent preparations. So talent preparations took a lot of hard work, and I can't stress that enough, honestly. Because it was a bungee performed talent and something completely new to me, it took a lot of work and a lot of practice, I should say. One thing that I didn't want when learning this talent and getting used to the bungee was on show night when I was performing this talent piece, that I looked unfamiliar, uncomfortable in any way, shape or form. You know, I wanted it to look natural, like, because that would be a part of originality too, and my natural talent also. So in some cases, when people tend to enter pageants, they tend to learn something to be, you know, outside of the box, you know, that people have never seen before, which is okay. But when you're not used to something, the audience and the judges can tend to see if you just learned it for the show, or if you're uncomfortable, if you're unaware of how to maneuver around the thing that you're using for your talent or whatever. It could be playing an instrument, dancing, anything. So that's what I didn't want for me, because you haven't ever seen anybody in Angola, I should say, do a bungee performed talent. So I wanted it to be the best that it can be and to blow people's minds. That was my goal, and I delivered. So basically I had to become one with the bungee. The bungee and I had to mesh. We had to do this thing together. One thing about my talent, it was extremely tiring. It needed a lot of arm strength, core strength, along with endurance, and my biggest challenge was emotion. During this talent, I had to have a lot of emotion. I had to learn how to emote and express myself through the dance, because my dance was basically a message to basically bring awareness of depression and all those things that young teenagers may go through, you know, and people who have suicidal thoughts, who have broken homes. They always hear their parents fighting. And throughout my dance, I had to go through different stages. So I went through grief, suicide, depression, and then at the end I break through all those barriers and challenges, and I fight to survive those challenges that I face. Guys, disclaimer, that's not true. It was from my life. That's not what's happening in my life, but that can be happening in other teenagers' life. So it's just like a message to bring awareness. This talent was very hard, very touching in the wrong way, I should say, because I never experienced those things before. I had suicidal thoughts and those type of stuff. I didn't know how to emote, and in general, outside of pageantry, outside of this whole process, I can come off as nonchalant, and because of that, I really didn't know how to emote those feelings for the talent performance. And one thing that my chaperone and the rest of my team was like constantly telling me was that I need to emote, and so that the audience and the judges can be able to feel what I feel, if that makes sense. But guys, believe it or not, on the night of the show was the only time that I emoted the most. Like, I even cried while I was dancing, because honestly, so much things happened before I went on stage to perform my talent that I had pent up rage and frustration that I just let it all out when I performed my talent. But we're gonna get into the reason for that later on in this video. I'm not doing well.
Am I dead? Or is this one of those dreams?
My finger, like the joint of my finger is hurting, and I have dirt in my hair if y'all need. Yeah. And then like literally, let me show you guys. Bruises. Like my skin is red. Like, guys, this is ridiculous. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Am I dead? Or is this one of those dreams?
Squeeze your armpits. Yeah, let where your toes exactly. And now come back. Do it 2 more times so you get it in the muscle memory. What is your name? State your occupation.
Oh my gosh, Carjèneé, you ready?
She's so mean.
Am I dead?
Think what you're dead.
Or is this one of those dreams? Those horrible dreams?
Let's talk about evening wear presentation, guys. So my notes on evening wear is so much because so much happened for evening wear. So let's get straight into it. Evening wear is my favorite segment. Let's just start off there. Evening wear was my favorite segment, but it was also one of those segments that I was most afraid of. You could believe that. During my years of being in pageantry and working with contestants, I became an evening wear choreographer, and each one of my evening wear routines has one, that people now call me the evening wear specialist. Boop boop. But with that people had high expectations for me to win this segment specifically, and that kind of got me a little nervous, and I started to put a lot of pressure on myself. But nobody had really kind of know that. My team had kind of know, but not really, because I never used to express that I was so nervous for this segment. But guys, I really was. I had like 5 drafted routines for evening wear. I had like 5. My final evening wear routine would have been completed like I would like to say a week or so before the show. My final routine, like it was confirmed, like yes, this is a killer evening wear routine. Yeah. Let's talk about my dress. So The dress that you would have seen me wore the night of the show, for those that would have been there, I'm going to insert, you know, the clips of my email routine. But the dress that y'all would have seen was not the same dress that got shipped down to Anguilla. The original design of the dress was something completely different. It was, I don't know what you call those dresses. It was like a trumpet dress, if I'm not wrong. But in another sense, it was a slim fit dress, if I'm not wrong. In other words, it was not supposed to be a ball gown dress. And the dress that I wore was extremely heavy. Let's just put that out there. It was extremely heavy. But we're not gonna get into that. But the main reason why the dress got changed into a ball gown was because of the way that I walk. Not because like my walk was bad or anything, but it was because it was so amazing. Not to boast. Basically, you can say that I had a queen show walk, and my team wanted me to look. My team made an executive decision to change the dress into a ball gown so that it can give off innocence rather than sexy, if that makes sense. My dress alterations wasn't completed until the day of the show at 3 a.m. or so. And we had to make an executive decision to go to the village so that I can practice in my dress, to see, you know, how I walked, and to put spacing along with how it would be when it comes to wind. Because when you're walking in a dress, you have to kick so that you don't step on the dress. And I thank God every single day that we went to the village, because the wind was not on our side. And me walking in the dress towards the wind, I literally stepped on my dress so many times that every time I kicked, the wind blew my dress under my feet. And I couldn't move. So imagine if we didn't go to the village that morning and test run everything. I would have been stuck on the stage. Oh my gosh, that would have been such a catastrophe. But we had to call our tailor to come and cut fabric off of my dress because I couldn't move. Like, guys, you believe that? On the day of the show, in the morning, at 4 o'clock in the morning, a.m., we in the village, cutting my dress. What is that? What is that? I'm gonna insert the clips for you guys. Guys, that was crazy. Believe it or not, on show night, before I went on stage to perform my evening routine, we were still cutting the dress.
Indeed. It was absolutely a great introduction to all of the delegates. Loved it. Right. So,
what are you requiring of me?
While he does that, we need to fix this.
Wait. Come, Malik. You.
Right.
I know what's going on.
This is the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
24 hours before the show.
Bye.
24 hours? Less than 24 hours.
Sorry, correction.
30 minutes. before the next day of the show.
At this time, we'll be crowning the new Miss Talent team. Carjèneé Piña, contestant number 6. We'll show you the before and after of this dress. Stay tuned. I think it's recording. And they're sleeping.
Yo.
What up?
It is.
What is he doing? It's what time is it?
We are sick. Sick people. What time is it, Pernell?
Time is 2:19.
That's crazy.
Hey guys, it's currently 4:02 in the morning.
No, she up. It's the baddest in the crew. Baddest in the town. Hey. Alright. I'm gonna be embarrassed later.
And we have Reeves.
With me confetti.
I'm so sorry. It's okay. Alrighty.
Reporting to you live from the Lancer Bowl Cultural Center that cost $5 million.
Not even the end with the zipper in it.
On stage, we have Carjèneé Kunai, contestant number 6, vying for the title of Miss Talented Teen. How are you feeling?
I'm okay.
Yeah, Malik, don't
Trying
focus.
to get in my bag.
Wait. BRB! We are pinning her in the dress. This is Reba Stomp, Pernell Abraham, Carjèneé Kunai. We are crazy people.
Guys, the sun is out and we are on
But I have not slept. This is 48 hours and unless...
But anyways, let's talk about question and answer. So, this segment was one of those segments that I was most afraid of in a sense. Because it was think on your feet. Think on your feet. You don't get the question in advance. You don't know what question you're gonna get. It's based off of your bio. The only thing that you know is that it's based off of your bio. So basically anything that you wrote in your bio, you had to know inside out. So if you was a part of a club, a society, any organization, anything, you basically had to know about that organization that you're in, along with the benefits that it may have on you, it can have on other people, or whatever. So you basically had to know everything about what you do, your hobbies, etc., and about yourself, and why do they impact you, and why you enter those organizations or groups or society, whatever, basically. As time got closer to the show, I got more confident with question and answer segments. I started to apply less pressure on myself and just trust the process, trust the team, trust myself, trust the process. Yeah, that was one big thing that I had to learn. And I don't know why I realized that so late in the game, but at least I have figured it out. Yeah.
Carjèneé, why did you enter this pageant? And what platform do you hope to have after this pageant?
I entered this pageant because I was inspired by the Miss Talented Teen 2022 US Stomp. Decided to make positive self-expression through the arts my platform. In Angola, there aren't enough outlets or safe spaces for young individuals, particularly young men, to express their negative feelings. So they resort to gun violence, which is not a solution. Art is like an escape, and it can provide you with a moment of much needed catharsis. Thank you.
But that what's the question?
Smoother.
The ending, right?
No, the pivot.
Right? And so you can say that this is what causes me to have problems expressing yourself verbally.
particularly your negative energies.
That's a
Are
direct.
you? Yo, Carjèneé.
Direct.
Low blow.
That was a
Low blow, Carjèneé.
direct, yeah.
Low blow.
I was even ready for that.
What?
No, but you're both.
That sucks. I get some straight.
She ain't got a straight. She gets going.
Well, Carjèneé.
Come on, Dominos.
Everybody, let's go.
Okay, so let's talk about my experience in the show. Guys, my experience was bittersweet. Let's just put it like that. My experience was very bittersweet. So there wasn't much of a sisterhood between the girls and I. Unfortunately, the camaraderie wasn't really there. In my opinion, I didn't gain no friends or any sisterhoods during my pageant process. Let's talk about the first time. Like, I was so excited for this show, guys. I was super excited when I applied. I was like, okay, this is it. And basically my first meeting, or the first meeting with all of the girls, would have been for our contract signing to basically say officially that we are in the Tanta Teen show. There was a meeting previously that I don't know who went to it, but I was not there. And it was a meeting without chaperones, which was quite questionable. Like, my team decided for me not to go, and it was at lunchtime on the school campus during school hours. Why? Does that make any sense to you? Such unprofessionalism. That was so sarcastic. But yeah, the first actual encounter with all of the girls in the show would have been at our contract signing. We took little photos. They were cute. I'm gonna insert them. They were so cute. My photos 8. And yeah, we were all just there getting to know each other, chatting, and those type of stuff, you know. But ever since then, everything went left. Everything went left. People started to talk about the way that I walk, the way that I sit, the way that I dress, the way that I eat chicken because I eat chicken with a fork and not with my hands, the way that I drink my apple cider, whatever we had, the way that I hold my glass. Like, really? Really? Is it that necessary? Like, it wasn't even like I was putting on an act, because it was something that I was already used to, something that was like normal to me. So it wasn't even like I was faking this facade. Like, it was me being me. So the fact that people judged me and they didn't even know me, we're not gonna get into that. I'm sorry. No. For me, there was a lot of long hours when it came to training. It was like day to night. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication and commitment, and I can't stress the word sacrifice. A lot of sacrifice must take place when you enter a pageant. When I say that I was practicing day to night, it's because during this time I was sleeping at my chaperone's house. So like in the morning I would have an activity to do, and you know, basically like that. So day to night. And of course I would get breaks. But yeah, not everybody was fond of me. Everybody had me as a target, a huge target. It was like I had target big and broad on my forehead. Like, I understand it's like a pageant, and you know, everybody's goal is to win. You know, that's everybody's goal, to win. And because it also had a big prize for the winner, they would get a scholarship for UVI. It's a college. So yeah, why wouldn't everybody want to win, you know? But I feel like because of that and whatever, and because it was a competition, that didn't mean that you had need to isolate me and make me feel, you know? But that's just how I had feel. When it came to appearances, our first appearance was at Davida's. It was the carnival launch, and that was good. I was nervous, guys. Like literally before, like a couple minutes before I went on stage, I had anxiety, serious anxiety. So I had to calm myself down before I went on stage. And I'm gonna insert the clip of my speech. So take a listen.
It was Paulo Coelho who said, "Culture makes people understand each other better, and if they understand each other better, it is easier to overcome barriers." On this, the 50th anniversary of Angola Summer Festival, appropriately dubbed the Family Reunion, I find his sentiments most fitting. On this premise, I encourage lovers of Angola and pageantry alike to come out in record-breaking numbers in support of my fellow contestants and I, Carjèneé, contestant number 6. On Thursday, August 1st, as we embark on a cultural journey at the new and improved Lansing Cultural Center. See you there.
The next activity that we had to do was our promo video and photo shoot. That was fun, but it was also tiring because we was up there since 7 o'clock in the morning. Originally we were supposed to be there for 6, but they changed the call time to 7. So imagine, you know. I'm gonna insert my photos along with my promo video. But yeah, besides the early morning, I also had to drink coffee to stay up because my eyes were so low, and the lashes being on my eyes had kind of like weight on my eyes some more, so you could barely see my eyes. But I had to drink some coffee to wake me up, give me a boost. That helped. And yeah, it was just a little fun experience for our promo shoot. A little fun.
In our increasingly interconnected world, understanding and appreciating the rich tapestry of culture has never been more important. Hailing from the village of South Hill, I am 17-year-old Carjèneé, your contestant number 6. Permit me to enrich your lives and broaden your horizons. Stay tuned to track my evolution upon this prestigious odyssey. As my fellow contestants and I embark on this cultural journey, we will traverse a myriad of traditions, uncovering stories that reveal the very essence of who we are. On Thursday, August 1st, at the state-of-the-art Lansing Cultural Center, join us as we engage in a relentless pursuit of beauty, talent, and poise you don't want to miss. See you there!
And yeah, our final appearances would have been the Miss Tiny Tot show along with the opening of Carnival, like the official opening of Carnival. And I think that's all the appearances that we had to go to, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we didn't have any extra stuff doing. So I think that was all that we did.
You don't ever have to worry. I'll ride with you through every journey.
Even though I know you'll be back soon, right now soon feels like too long. No matter what I do, can't stop thinking about you. You always end up on my mind. I'm going insane, cause you're right there, even when I close my eyes. I miss you, carnival. Tired of waiting, carnival. Lord, I miss you, carnival. Tired of waiting, carnival. I want you, babe, on it. Vecting out to the road. Already watching the kid on you. Where they, yeah. I've been trying.
In our increasingly interconnected world, understanding and appreciating the rich tapestry of culture has never been more important. Hailing from the village of South Hill, I am 17-year-old Carjèneé, your contestant number 6. Permit me to enrich your lives and broaden your horizons. Stay tuned to track my evolution upon this prestigious odyssey. As my fellow contestants and I embark on this cultural journey, we will traverse a myriad of traditions, uncovering stories that reveal the very essence of who we are. On Thursday, August 1st, at the state-of-the-art Lansing Bowl Cultural Center, join us as we engage in a relentless pursuit of beauty, talent, and poise you don't want to miss. See you there!
Traveling to other places and do the things that you do. But honestly, if I'm being no vibe like you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your 2024 Miss Talented Teen contestants and our reigning Miss Talented Teen.
Oh guys, how could I forget? We also went to the Angulity ceremony that was on the field. And yeah, that would have been it. Yeah. Good morning, Hammer. Good morning, radio listeners. This is the voice of 17-year-old Carjèneé, hailing from the village of South Hill.
Confidence.
Your contestant number 6.
Confidence. I hear you. Okay, Miss Niles, I'm sure that your first time in pageantry?
Actually, Hammer, no. I participated in the Prince and Princess show in 2018 with my partner Malachi Hughes. We represented the Adrian T. Hazel Primary School.
Yes.
Yeah.
Preparations-wise, what are the differences in terms of the show now, in terms of prepping for this one? A lot more work, a bit more? Tell me a bit about this.
There is a lot more work, yes. Because from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep, my team has my day fully planned out. So if that is preparatory activities, segment practices, fittings, all of that, my day is quite full. And honestly, Hammer, I cannot wait for August 2nd when I get to sleep, because sleep is very needed.
I hear you. What do you enjoy doing in your spare time? Tell me about what you do.
Well, my parents own a business called the Juice Bar, and if I am not at practice, you can find me there. I also love to dance, and paint is also a hobby that I am passionate about.
You paint as well?
Yes. And I'm also a member of the Krav Maga Academy.
So you will need rest for sure. You have to be on point for sure.
I would like to help empower young people, especially through the visual arts, and particularly young ladies, because I am an introvert and I find it very hard to express myself verbally. So in other words, I would express myself. Yes, actually, I'm a very shy person.
From Malaysia? No, man.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so let's talk about show night. The serious stuff now, like. On show night, I faced a lot of challenges, and I had many battles with people backstage due to their unprofessionalism. Okay guys, let's talk. We've been talking. So let me explain why I say there was unprofessionalism. Okay, so when we arrived in the village, first of all, I was in the village from the afternoon, which would have been like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was in the village. I went in the village to run through my talent because there weren't any previous days for us to do like any marking of the stage, for us to have our own hour, like normally what normally happens. There will be a day where everybody can come in the village that same day, but everybody gets an hour or so they could practice on the stage and do their spacings or whatever. But this was not the case because there were so many events back to back in the village that on the night of our show, people were coming in because actually when I was in the village the morning of the show, like 4 o'clock or so, during that time, 4 minutes to 5, somebody else, another contestant, came into the village while I was on stage practicing. That was an encounter that I'm not going to talk about. But yeah, besides that, let's talk about what we came to talk about. So yeah, the day of, like 3 in the afternoon, I was running my talent, however, because I'm on a bungee and I needed an extender, because if I didn't and I used the regular, I forget what you call it, but the regular cord for my bungee, I would have been dangling in the air because the village stage, the village roofing was so high. It was extremely high. But yeah, so I honestly, guys, the first extender that I had for my bungee, it literally swung me around so much that I couldn't even finish my dance. I couldn't even get through, because my mix had 3 songs. I couldn't even get through the second song. Yeah, it was quite a lot. And basically we stayed there until we fixed the situation. Then I left and I came straight back, so I would have been back by 5 o'clock. Call time was 6, so I was in the village from 5 until the show finished. But the reason why I say there was unprofessionalism was because one of my team members spoke to one of the committee members, letting them know that I was using powder for one of my segments, and that there would need to be stage cleanup. So there would have been a little 4 minutes or so that my team could clean up the stage and then the show could continue. And then they were basically telling my team that we need to rethink our decision on using the powder, and because it's gonna mess up the stage or whatever, and we basically need to rethink our choices on the powder. My team rethought and they decided to still use a powder because it would make an impact. But the fact of the matter is, like, you can't tell a contestant that they can't use you can't tell a team that they can't use whatever they have, whatever prop they have or whatever, because your concern is about the stage being messed up. The stage will get clean. There will be their stage, their backstage, there's backstage crew, stage management team, and then there's also my team that wouldn't mind cleaning up the stage. So why is that an issue? About how if we have like confetti or whatever, it has to be directed away from the stage. You can't tell a contestant's team that they can't use what they want or whatever, or direct it out. What? Anybody, any chaperone would do anything to make sure that they're to gain extra points in anywhere, so that their contestant can benefit. Why would you? Anyways, let's continue. The second thing would be a lot happened backstage. But before let's reverse. Let's spin back. When I went backstage, the beginning of the show, my room, everybody was assigned a room. My room didn't have a door because And I was shocked and baffled, and my team also, because how are you gonna put a female contestant in a room without a door? She has to get undressed. Common sense. And then too, they were male backstage members, so you can't give a female contestant a room without a door if they're male backstage members going back and forth backstage. That can't make no sense. There's no privacy. So we went in another room. We got kicked out of that room because that room was apparently for the backstage crew. And we went in another room with a door because the contestant after me, the contestant that was supposed to be in my room, went in another room. So we just went back in my room, basically. Yeah, so that's when I got the door. My room now had a door. After my aspirational speech, I came backstage because I had to change and get myself ready for the next segment, which would be talent. Honestly, there was a lot of commotion. Yes, I still use the powder for my aspirational speech. You will see. My aspirational speech was killer bomb. It was killer.
Seen the best of me. I'm still working on the steps. I'm perfectly incomplete.
A blank canvas is both a challenge and an invitation. A space where dreams take shape and reality is reimagined. The bare sketchings of my life's composition were carefully curated in my parents' museum in South Hill. For they knew, even then, that Carjèneé would be revered as the great artist of her time. And so they carefully followed the creator's design and ensured I followed the stencil with fine lines as it led me to Adrian T. Hazel Primary School, home of the Rams, where the underpainting of this masterpiece transpired. The stippling of Sportswoman of the Year and Crowned Princess in 2018 added texture and tone to this collage. And as I transitioned to ALHCS, I continued this assemblage. Senior Captain of Orange House and Visual Arts Awardee for class of 2023, which makes sense because as a Libra, I adore high art and I am quite the connoisseur. I am not yet a Van Gogh or Picasso, but who knows? As I further pursue visual arts with ACC Sixth Form as my landscape, I am my own muse and can so choose to use all the hues of my palette to craft my life's mosaic. While professional pursuit of any of the arts takes courage, it also takes funding. It is on this premise that this artist must pause. To thank tonight's financier, the government of Anguilla, for their generous investment in tonight's grand unveiling. Though still in the phase of initial emergence, I am on a mission to be a creative thinker and imaginative innovator. For like every great artist before me, I must walk my own path indefinitely along a cultural journey to become both incontestably skilled and renowned. And as I strive to bring balance to my world with every stroke of my brush, I am in no rush to force my fate against the hands of time. For I have learnt an empty canvas is full. Every part of me is a vision of a portrait. And finally, at 17, I see I'm a work of art, a masterpiece.
Sweet like chocolate mocha.
So yeah, after I came back from saying my speech to basically get ready for the next segment, which should have been talent, I was changing out of my clothes and I didn't have on any clothes. I was in full nude. So like, it had backstage members knocking on my door saying the stage needs to be cleaned. Okay, alright. Then no, they proceeded to bang on the door and trying to open the door, and my team members inside of the room was saying, please give us a minute, I am undressed, I don't have on any clothes. They didn't listen and they still proceeded to bang and push on the door. And I wish I was exaggerating, banging and pushing on the door, and my team members are literally repeatingly saying, please give us a minute, she doesn't have on any clothes. But apparently they don't speak English, because clearly they don't understand that I don't have on clothes. That makes sense? So then they proceeded to fling a broom inside of the room, saying that we need to go clean the stage. But during all of that, and they went for basically their manager, you could see. So basically the head of them, called him to come speak to us, my team. So my chaperone went outside and she was basically trying to let him know what was actually happening. He got on a certain way and he was being so disrespectful and unprofessional that he didn't even check first to see if anybody was on stage cleaning the stage. My two members of my team was cleaning the stage while he was back there making big noise. For what? And I was really disappointed in his actions, because I know him and I know him very well, and I was the only contestant getting that treatment from the backstage crew along with him. Let's just put that out there. But let's move on.
That's it. Listen, I've had enough. I've had enough of what? It's been 2 months and I cannot. What? Oh, this is so ridiculous. Why don't we make it easy for you? Yeah. No, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm not listening anymore. Please, come on.
Am I dead? Or is this one of those dreams? Those horrible dreams that seem like they last forever.
At the end of the show, I was disappointed that I didn't win. I was. But do I regret anything? No. I performed each segment to the best of my ability and surpassed that with the little bit of rest that I got the morning of the show. I did amazing. I'm so proud of myself. The only thing that I would change would be for question and answer. Just pick a different question. Yeah, just pick a different question. When it came to judging and scores, many people may think that I lost the show because of question and answer, but that wasn't the case. I actually, yes, I messed up or fumbled when I was answering my question, but I gave enough content to basically make me still up there. I didn't lose the show because of question and answer. The only thing that I would have lost when it came to the specifics of judging would be fluency, which would be expected. But besides that, no, I did not lose the show because of question and answer. I lost the show because of speech. And honestly, guys, I don't know why. I lost the show because of speech. Inquiring minds would like to know, but there's nothing I could do. Everybody, I don't know what to say. That was a big shocker to everybody that I lost the show because of speech. Because I don't know what to say to that. Honestly, I don't know. But when it came down to the specifics, I didn't come first for speech. I didn't come second for speech. I didn't come third, not fourth. So where did I come? 5th, 6th, 7th? Because there were 2 girls that messed up when they said their speech. And then there was 1 girl that was, yeah. So where did I come? You know? Inquiring minds would like to know. But what to do? They said that I lost points when it came to speech because I didn't have content. And honestly, that's not true because my speech was full of content. I guess some people just I don't know. I honestly don't know. But to wrap this video up, guys, I thought that my experience during the show would have been a lot better, but it wasn't. I guess my expectations was high, but who would have thought that I would have such backlash on me when it came to this pageant? Like, don't get me wrong, outside of the drama and the rumors and the nonsense, I gained benefits like learning things about myself, personal growth, personal development, those type of stuff. Honestly, this pageant taught me a lot of things, good and bad, you know, and how people can really be. So I wouldn't change anything per se. But the next big question is, would I go into a next pageant? So, with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I gotta get back on my grind with this content. I'm so sorry that I've been gone for almost a year. It's quite ridiculous, isn't it? But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on those post notification bells so you're notified every single time I post a new video. And don't forget to share. Don't forget to share. But with that being said, until next time, bye.